Motivational Interview and Case Study. I am Justin Goodger at Herzing University, NU 672, Counseling and Psychotherapy. Dr. Sarah Brooks is a professor. Today is March 17th, 2024. Hi, Matt. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
I appreciate your openness to having this conversation. Before we begin, I want to reiterate that this is a collaborative, non-judgmental space. My role is to not lecture or confront you, but rather to listen and try to understand your perspective as a partner. We'll be working together towards whatever goals feel right for you.
Okay, but I really don't think my drinking is big of a problem. The court is just overreacting with these DUI charges.
Okay. It sounds like you feel the court's reaction and these legal issues surrounding your drinking have been an overreaction, especially since heavy drinking is fairly normalized in your workplace, culture, and environment. I'm curious to understand more about what a typical day looks like for you in terms of your drinking habits and routines.
Well, it's kind of become a pattern where after work, as soon as I get home, I will crack open a few beers to unwind from the day. Then I will have some vodka while cooking dinner and watching TV at night. On an average day, I would say it's about 6 pack of beers plus 7 shots of vodka.
All right. Well, that's a very significant amount of alcohol you're consuming daily. At the same time, I sense that the drinking serves an important purpose for you, helping you relax and cope with the job stress. I understand. What specific positive effects or benefits do you experience from the alcohol use?
Yeah, it just helps me not dwell on work stuff and finally unwind in the evenings after long stressful days. And in my job in the advertising world, heavy drinking is just kind of ignored in the culture, ingrained in the culture. We take clients out all the time to wine and dine with them, and it helps loose everyone up and build connections.
Okay. Well, I understand that the alcohol meets some crucial needs for you currently. Relaxation after work stress, and being a part of the workplace you're ingrained in. Those are very valid reasons why the drinking patterns have value for you at this point. At the same time, I'm wondering if you've noticed any downsides, concerns, or negative effects related to the amount of drinking you're doing.
Well, obviously, the DUIs are a huge concern and hassles to deal with legally and financially. I could lose my license, which would really affect my ability to work and get around. And doing this much heavy drinking every single day is probably taking a toll on my health too, even if I'm not feeling it yet.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you openly exploring where you're at with this. Change is rarely easy, but I respect your willingness to at least consider what adjustments could look like for you after your situation here. There's no one-size-fits-all solution. So, I'm curious what you might have been imagining in terms of managing your drinking in a way that could work for you and your circumstances.
Well, maybe I could try limiting myself to only drinking every other day instead of making it an every night routine after work, or setting a strict limit on the number of drinks per night. When I do drink, when I do drink, like not more than three.
Okay. Well, those are some really good initial ideas and strategies you've identified. Let's explore what an approach like that could look for you day to day? What might be the potential benefits of drinking only every other day versus daily? What could be some of the challenges or barriers to sticking with that?
Yeah, the weekdays when I'm just going home after work should be easier to cut out the drinking since it's mostly just out of habit at this point. But weekends when socializing and going out will be way tougher.
Okay. Weekdays versus weekends could definitely look different in terms of both habit and social factors. That that's extremely insightful, Matt. We could break it down. Target reducing the weekday drinking first, then after that, circle back to game planning the weekend situations. Once you've built up that first new weeknight habit and routine, what sort of strategies could help on the weeknight side of things?
For the weeknights, I don't know, maybe replacing drinking with a non alcoholic beverage like iced tea or a smoothie,
Okay.
or finding a new way to unwind and decompress from work that doesn't involve drinking, like exercising or taking up a hobby.
Okay. Well, those are excellent ideas to experiment with. Substituting an alternative beverage or activity can be really helpful for disrupting routines. The key is finding what works for you specifically. Feel free to brainstorm as many options as possible. I'm simply here to help you evaluate the pros and the cons objectively and move at a pace you're comfortable with. One small step you could see your what's one small step you see yourself committing to in terms of reducing the weeknight drinking over the next week or two?
Maybe I'll start with picking 2 weeknights per week where I don't drink anything, and I will go for a run or something instead to see how that goes.
Okay, that's an excellent place to start with. A clear, achievable goal, right? Making small, sustainable changes and adjusting from there is often the best approach. And I'm happy to continue supporting you in any way that could be helpful in moving you forward, but you're fully in the driver's seat here. Please don't hesitate to share or reevaluate the plan as needed. I'll respect you wherever you are in this process.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Matt.